great to be back again, and we just had a good event, and we're going to Greenville for another one today, and then we are going to take up immigration reform on the floor of the Senate tomorrow. I'm hopeful that we can move forward with the legislation, which will be the first test vote, and then hopefully by the end of the week we can pass comprehensive immigration reform. There's a lot of amendments that will be tough amendments that need to be voted on. I believe that the President's active involvement and that of others, we can come to a successful conclusion in the Senate. Today, the United States Supreme Court carved out a narrow exemption for advertisements to be, or political campaigns to be aired, political spots to be aired, and on the issue of quote issue ads. Obviously, I regret that decision, but it was very narrow in its decision and its outcome. And the banning of soft money, which is the fundamental principle of the legislation that we passed, has been preserved. I think this will make for some interesting cases in court as well as the Federal Elections Commission as people try to decide the difference between issue advocacy and outright campaign spots. But that's the decision. I respect it, and we'll move forward preserving the ban on soft money, which was the major factor in the corrupting influence of special interest money in Washington. That's all. And I'm glad to be here with Henry McCain, our Attorney General and supporter of mine, and Senator Lindsey Graham. Questions?
In the last about 6 months here, we've had, I believe, 4 very, very heinous crimes committed by illegal aliens. How do you feel that work that you're doing might be something that could help eliminate? I mean, we've had murders, we've had hit-and-run accidents. Just, you name it, we've had it. How do you feel that you're contributing to something that could put that to stop?
Well, our first priority is border enforcement to prevent people from coming into this country illegally. And 18 months has to go by while we do it. The President has committed to some $4 billion right away to do that. To do nothing then would allow these heinous crimes to continue, because you would have 12 million people remaining in the country, and I don't know how many in the state of South Carolina. We don't know who they are or what they're doing. So the opponents of this legislation basically would be voting for the status quo, which is status quo amnesty. And I don't see how these crimes could really be stopped until we enforce our border and have comprehensive immigration reform. And finally, remind you that 40% of the people who are in this country illegally didn't cross our border illegally. They came with a visa that's expired. So we have to find out where they are, what they're doing, and bring them to account.
I just add one thing about people. People of all backgrounds do bad things. The goal of this bill is to make sure that criminals do not stay in our country, and that we identify the 12 million, and those who commit crimes, they're going to go to jail and get deported. Those that have broken the law to come here to work, we're going to get them right with the law. There's a difference, and I think most South Carolinians understand the difference. There's a wife of one of the missing service members in Iraq is illegal. There are people here illegally who are up to no good and involved in crime. We need to understand the difference, and there's no way you can tell the difference until you get them out of the shadows. Those that have committed crimes will be weeded out. Those that are here to work will have to stay here on our terms, and they can never be citizens unless they leave the country and start over. So this bill is desperately needed. We need to know who is here and what they're up to, and those that are here to break our laws and to do violence need to be dealt with severely. Those that have broken our laws to come here and work, we can deal with them in a different way. That's what this bill tries to do.
Any more?
Senator, I write for some people down in the Low Country, and obviously immigration is a big topic for them, and they see your plan as amnesty.
There you go.
Thank you. How do you ensure that your position on immigration does not negatively affect your campaign for presidency?
I have no way of ensuring that. In fact, I am confident that my position on immigration has harmed me with some in our party. I do know that the majority of Republicans support this proposal, but most importantly, I know it's right for this country. I know that we have to act. To have de facto amnesty in this country is unacceptable. So I can't worry about any impact that it might have on my presidential ambitions. I'm going to plan on signing in. I'll just turn this off for the morning. Thank you.
Follow up on the Supreme Court decision. I read your statement today. Can you talk about what effect you think it might have in 2008 Supreme Court's decision?
I don't think it'll have much effect. Soft money is still being entered. There may be some issue advocacy as the otherwise wouldn't have been around, but the overall prohibition of soft money still stands.
Does the court's ruling have the potential of helping your campaign and other campaigns, allowing groups to run basically pro-candidate ads right before the election?
The court has stated that they're allowing issue ads. They're not allowing ads that would be campaign ads. They may have some trouble differentiating. No, I think it's going to have any significant effect. I'm certainly not a presidential candidate.
If I could, about immigration, one of the things that compels me to support this bill is the economic needs of our state. Tourism and agriculture are two of the top 3 industries in South Carolina. And I've gone from one end of the state to the other, and here's the message I receive from our tourism industry and our agricultural communities, that we need workers. Many of these jobs that are being done by immigrants no longer are being done by South Carolinians, not because we're lazy. We have bigger hopes and dreams. We're trying to create a bill with President Bush that will be a win-win. That people in South Carolina can get reliable legal labor and not have to resort to illegal activity to get their labor provided. Most employers want to do it right, but you can't tell the difference under the current law between somebody legal and illegal. A Social Security card is all that's needed to get a job. We need to change that to have it tamper-proof. It's a piece of paper. So the business community in South Carolina, the Charleston Chamber of Commerce, came out for this bill today. And the reason they came out for this bill is that they understand current law doesn't work. Businesses all over this country are dying for some help from the federal government. There's 1,159 local laws being proposed right now because Congress is failing to act. You've got Beaufort County, you've got the state of South Carolina going in different directions on how to deal with illegal immigration. The reason local communities are having to do this is because Congress is punted. Well, if Congress would get their act together and come up with a comprehensive solution, we could make life much better for every business in this country and every American. And that is our choice. If we fail to deliver in Washington, you will see a flurry of state and local laws that will make it impossible to do business in this country. That's what's at stake. By doing nothing, we're going to spread inconsistent laws throughout the country. Congress has a chance, led by our president, to solve this problem. I hope we're wise enough to solve the problem rather than demagogue it.
Strong letter to follow.
Yeah.
Senator,
Yes.
how's the campaign going and campaign fundraising and so forth?
Fine. We're doing fine. It's very tough out there. It's a very tough job. And I'm very happy with where we are. I'm very happy to have people like Henry McMaster and Lindsey Graham, Bobby Harrell, over half of the State House supporting me. We're going to be just fine. Come September, we're going to be doing the bus trip. We're going to be getting the message out, and I'm confident we will do very well.
Two more questions. Two more.
That's right. Sorry.
Senator Thompson anticipating entering the race for the presidency. How will that affect your campaign here in South Carolina specifically and nationally?
Not at all. I have no other answer. Not at all.
Well,
He should be president. He's been president 2 or 3 times before.
Well, many pundits said that the candidate most likely to be hurt by him is entering the race here in South Carolina specifically.
I hear other pundits that say that it is other candidates as well. I don't think it's going to affect it at all. Really, honestly. I don't think it's going to have any effect.
The rumors that you may be thinking about dropping out of the campaign, exaggerated?
I think they've been smoking something stronger than is legal here in the state of South Carolina. I never contemplated such a thing. It's never crossed my mind. Any more?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.